Will everybody rise for the national colors, national state colors? All right. Color guard advance. Scout salute. Present the colors. All yours.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Arnold Elementary School. Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, and indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Post the colors. Two.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Can I put this up? I'm good.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Alex Burrows, and as an excited student of this awesome school, I'm happy to welcome you to the all-new Arnold Elementary School. Now, here's our AACPS awesome principal, Miss Kaufman.
Thank you, Alex. Hello, everyone. Can you believe this day is finally here? It's so exciting to be back home. I know you're really excited to see our new school, but before we go further in the program, I'd like to introduce our special guests who have come here to help us celebrate. I'd like to introduce President Terry Gilliland, Vice President Michelle Forcadell, Board Member Candace Atwine, Board Member Julie Hummer, Superintendent of Schools Dr. George Orlado, Senator Ed Riley, and on behalf of Governor Larry Hogan and from the Maryland Interagency for School Construction, Bob Gorell. Representing County Executive Stuart Pittman, Reese Peak, Anne Arundel County Community Engagement and Constituent Services Director for District 5. We also have former board member Patty Nally. I'd also like to welcome the many members of the Anne Arundel County Public Schools executive team and senior staff who are here to celebrate with us today, especially Regional Assistant Superintendent for the Broadneck Cluster, Jolynn Davis. There are many others I plan to acknowledge, but first we'll hear from some of our special guests.
Hello, my name is Andrew Stansel. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Board of Education Mr. Terry Gilliland.
Thank you so much. Today is a great day for the Anne Arundel County Public Schools and for this community. I can tell you 3 years ago, Julie Hummer and I were on a tour of the old school, and the lower level was flooded and we weren't able to finish the tour, but both of us at the same time said they need a new school here. And we are so proud that this day has finally come to fruition, but it's come to fruition because this community fought for it. This community did everything it needed to do to say, we need a new school. We want a school that we are proud of and a school that we know our students will learn and do very, very well in. So I want to thank this community for rising to the occasion, as well as the administration here, the teachers, and above all, the students. School buildings are great, and we'll hear a little bit about that today, and you'll see the great things that this building has to offer. But what's really important is what happens inside. And we know that this school is staged for another year of great learning, another year of great teaching, and for all that our students would do. I would be remiss, one of our board colleagues, Dana Schalheim, who represents this district, is away with family this week, so she couldn't be here. But I also want to thank our former board member, my mentor, Patty Nally. For all of the students in here, I will say this. Patty Nally taught my wife during the 5th grade. And you never know years and years and years later where you may end up. And I always want to tell students, be nice to your teachers, because years from now they may be working with your future husband or wife, and they'll tell all the stories that you don't want repeated. So, Mrs. Nally, thank you for all that you did on the board to help to make Arnold Elementary come to fruition. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gillian. Now our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. George Arlotta, will come forward with some remarks.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Wow. So it does my heart some good, always to be opening a new school year, always to be opening a new school, but to have this kind of crowd speaks volumes about this community. And so I thank you. This is going to be an amazing year in an amazing building, and I know you're really anxious to get to your classrooms and see your teachers and see this building. So let me be brief and then let me be gone. But I do need to thank a few people because it's important that you understand that buildings like this just don't happen. And it takes a lot of planning and time and energy to make that happen. So I do need to thank our current and past county executive, our current and past members of the county council, our current and past members of the Board of Education. It's these three entities that have worked over time to produce a capital improvement plan, to reconstruct, to build, to renovate schools in a thoughtful manner. And that has worked in this county, and I think we do it better than anybody else in the state. Likewise, I need to thank our delegation from Anne Arundel County, who work really hard to access those state monies so that we can build schools like this for your children, for our community, because our schools are a hub of our community. I do want to point something out, if I could take a minute to tell a quick story. I'm wearing a tie, and I know you people in the back can see this, but I'm going to say it for everybody else. This is a tie that lists all 79 of our elementary schools. And it is a cherished gift. I keep it locked up under glass and under guard at home, and I take it out only on special occasions. All right, actually it just hangs with the rest of my ties in my closet. But that said, this tie was given to me by your principal, Mrs. Kaufman. Several years ago, when your school was named not only a state, but a national blue ribbon school, it was also the year that Pasadena Elementary, we had two in Anne Arundel County that were national blue ribbon schools. And those two principals got together and thoughtfully crafted and had this tie made and gave it to me as a gift. and I wear it on very special occasions. And it reminds me of today about this community because this is a thoughtful and kind community. And when you get out in relation to why we're here today, when you see this building, you're going to see that this building was designed thoughtfully for instruction, thoughtfully for teaching and learning, thoughtfully for your children. We are incredibly excited that you are here. We're incredibly excited to start a new school year in this wonderful building. Thank you to this community. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the staff. You put up with a lot, and you went through a lot to get us to where we are today in the moves and the packing and the unpacking, and we really appreciate everything you've done on behalf of our children in this community. Have a wonderful school year.
Thank you, Mr. Arlotta. My name is Ellis Pommard. On behalf of our state legislators, I'd like to ask Senator Riley to say a few words.
Thank you very much. So I go to a lot of elementary schools, and this is the first one where on the steps of the stage, I see computer outlets, internet outlets. This is the new school, top of the line. But I have to ask Superintendent Arnold to come up. We have one more formal thing to do before I make my remarks. Selfie! You ready? You guys ready? Stand up. Come on, guys. Ready? As a member of the state delegation, I represent 20 delegates and senators to bring greetings. We do it by issuing citations, proclamations, resolutions. So kids, this is what this is. It's a birthday card. It has today's date. It has congratulations and best wishes. It's signed by Uncle Big Ed Riley. The only thing it's missing is a check. We already sent that out. Congratulations.
We will definitely hold on to our birthday card. It's very special. Thank you, Senator Riley. And now we'd like to welcome County Councilman Amanda Fiedler to bring remarks.
Good afternoon. I would like a showing of hands today because I'm excited, but you have to be really, really excited about today to raise your hand. So go ahead and show me if you're really, really excited. So Arnold Elementary School holds a very special place in my heart. I went to Arnold Elementary School almost 3 decades ago. Back then we were the Crickets. The Terrapin is a much better mascot. But you are going to make memories for a lifetime in the halls of your new school. I still remember the songs from my 5th grade play, The Electric Sunshine Man. I won't sing them today. My kids tell me I'm awful at it. But those are the kinds of memories your families are going to build here in this new school. It took years of dedicated hard work from the community and your elected officials to get to this day. You all deserve a pat on the back for your work, your dedication, and being patient for this day to come. I wish you all a successful year with your education and your commitments to your future, and thank you for having me here today.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, got it. Thank you, Ellis. All right, thank you all of our special guests for being here today and joining us in this amazing celebration. I'd like to simply say thank you to our key collaborators, our contributors to this project, because like Dr. Lotto said, this just didn't happen. It took a lot of effort and teamwork to put this together. I'd like to recognize our amazing Arnold staff during the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows of this crazy construction. under construction was not always easy, but our staff upheld the utmost professionalism, and they kept our students focused on learning while also maintaining safety. They did a great job. I definitely must acknowledge our PTA for their instrumental role in supporting the construction process and supporting our staff, all for the benefit of our students. So please give a round of applause to our PTA and parents. I'd also like to appreciate and thank Chief Operating Officer for Anne Arundel County Public Schools, Alex Shaknovich, and our Facilities Director, Lisa Seaman Crawford. Our Project Manager, Rick Jones. And the entire AACPS Facilities Division for their attention to detail and dedication to ensuring that our needs were met. Even when we were at Severn River Middle School, they did the very best to make sure that we functioned as our own school and we never once felt out of place. Thank you to the administration and staff at Severn River Middle School for being such warm and welcoming and gracious host for the last 2 years. I also want to recognize the impeccable work of the team at Duron Furniture, the architects GWWO, and general contractors at Jacobs Incorporated for making this process manageable and maybe even a little fun. And finally, I'd like to thank the people that make the day-to-day work easier. I'd like to thank my custodial staff, Chief Custodian Kirk Thompson, Custodians Yvonne Coates, Elisa Jones, Clyde Booth, and Mike Smith. They held high standards for themselves and our building and continue to work effortlessly and hard every day. They've shown extreme dedication to the school. We definitely couldn't have done it without them. Of course, a huge thank you to our amazing secretaries, Tammy Galloway, Andy Young, and Dave Jordan. They have spent countless hours this summer to ensure every room, every staff member, every student, and every principal was taken care of. Thank you all for making my job easier, and I'm very proud of my team here at Arnold Elementary. All right, it's time. It's time to cut the ribbon and officially open Arnold Elementary. Dignitaries and designated students, if you want to come forward.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure we have room for everybody. There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay, listen up. Here's what we're going to do. On the count of 3, we're going to say believe, achieve, excel, our motto. Okay, can we do that? Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Believe, achieve, excel.
Is that ribbon or tape?
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. At this time, you may go see your homeroom teacher and explore the building.